Did you watch Sex and the City? Either the TV series, the movie, or both? I know I did, and I loved the girlfriendship, the camaraderie of it, but I think it did a great disservice to me when it came to personal style because I thought I could mimic the spending habits and the wardrobe choices of Carrie Bradshaw. I even bought a little pink tulle skirt that I wore with a black tank top and a black rock star studded belt. But the problem with this is that, one, I don't have the budget of Carrie Bradshaw, the fictitious TV character, and I don't have her personal style. I don't have her same taste in clothing. I don't live her lifestyle. So it sort of clouded my view when it came to my personal style. In my 20s, when I started my career in an office, I had an entire wardrobe just for Monday through Friday work. And then I had a wardrobe for the beach. And then I had a wardrobe for Sunday church. And then I had a wardrobe for nights out with friends and date nights. And eventually I had a ginormous wardrobe with over 100 pairs of shoes, which of course I only wore a few of those pairs, but it was because I was mimicking that Carrie Bradshaw wardrobe curation. In my 30s, I've given up those old wardrobe ways, and now I've curated an intentional wardrobe, and that's what we're about on the 30s Guide. Curating a wardrobe that works for your style, your lifestyle, the quality needs that you have for your clothing, and your budget. So if you're interested in this and learning about your personal style, stay tuned. Before we begin, let me confess that I had a list of over 20 questions for this video, and I reduced it down to 10 because these are the most important questions and they work together to discover your personal style. So make sure you watch to the end. The first question I have for you is, what is your go-to outfit? Maybe you have one or two or three. I'm talking about the outfit you reach for when you just don't feel like putting together an outfit, but you still need to look good that day. So you go into your closet, reach for that outfit, put it on, and know you're going to look great. My go-to outfit is a tank top bodysuit, a midi skirt, some strappy black heels, and my go-to gold jewelry set. I do have a few variations of this outfit, but this is my favorite one with the leopard print skirt. I've had this skirt for 3 years, I think, and it's always served me well. The reason why it's important to find your go-to outfit because it tells you a little bit about your lifestyle and your desired lifestyle. When I look at my go-to outfit, I see a stylish outfit, but also really practical. I've worn this traveling, I wear this at home, I wear this going to lunch with friends, and the midi skirt part of it is really important to me because that's my desired skirt length. Midi skirts are my preferred length because it's hot in the summer and maxi skirts sometimes don't allow for enough ventilation, and mini skirts can be a little bit too short for me because when I'm sitting down I don't want to be scared that my skirt is rising up too high. So midi skirts work very well for my lifestyle. As you think about your go-to outfit, what does it reveal about your style and lifestyle? That's the first question to ask yourself. The second question is, what colors do you feel you're best in? For me, I like wearing bright and bold colors like red and pink and purple and emerald and gold. And I know other people like more minimalistic colors or neutral palettes. So what is your go-to color or color palette? With all these questions, there's a mini follow-up question, and that is why. So I told you that I like wearing pink and purple and red, but the follow-up question is why? What does that make me feel? And when I'm wearing pink and purple and red, I feel cheerful, I feel happy, I feel alive and awake. It also reveals a little bit of my personality, that I'm very friendly, and we'll get to some personality questions towards the end. But for now, just ask yourself, the colors that you feel you're best in, what feelings do they evoke from you? The third question to ask yourself is, where do you feel most yourself? For me, I feel most myself at home and walking around my neighborhood, getting sunshine, but I want to extend this back into experiences that I've had before. So I've really felt most myself in Paris and in the south of France as well. I always feel myself traveling, it reveals different parts of my personality, including that I like to explore and I'm adventurous. But I also love being at home, and I love the home and life that I've created here. So if I turn the question back to you, where do you feel most yourself? Is it at home? Is it amongst a certain group of people? Is it in a previous hometown? Is it somewhere you've traveled? Is it a museum? Is it at the grocery store? Where do you feel just very comfortable being yourself? And the given follow-up question is why? What does that reveal about you, your personality, and your personal style? The fourth question to ask yourself is what parts of nature do you resonate with? Do you resonate with the beach waves? The mountain sunsets, a certain animal, a bird, a sea creature? Is it flowers? Is it the seasons? What are the things that you talk about with nature and that you just feel very connected with? For me, a piece of nature that I really resonate with is sunsets, and it can be at the beach or at home. I don't care. I just like all the rich, vibrant colors, and they're the colors that I like to wear. So there's definitely a connection point there in the vibrancy of colors and how that makes me feel in my soul. And along those color lines, I'm also really into flowers that are bright and poppy, like bougainvillea or azaleas. Those bright fuchsia colors are just so gorgeous to me. So in your own life, what animals or flowers or pieces of nature do you really resonate with? And what does that reveal to you about your personality? The fifth question is, what is your favorite time of day? Is it morning when the whole earth is quiet and just slowly waking up? Is it in the middle of the day when everything is bustling around you? Is it dinner time when you get to spend time with your family? Or is it nighttime when you have some time to yourself and everyone else has already gone to sleep? My favorite time of day is mornings. I love waking up slowly and having coffee on the patio with my husband and watching the world slowly wake up. It's something I'm grateful for every single day. So how about for you? What's your favorite time of day? What's the color palette outside? And what's the feeling you get when you're experiencing it? Hopefully asking these questions of yourself can reveal something you haven't really thought of before, why you like certain outfits and why you don't like others. And in learning yourself, you can develop your personal style. Okay, these next few questions are personality questions. I find those introspective questions to be a better start because sometimes you might box yourself in based on a label. Maybe it was one that you didn't even give yourself, someone else gave you. So now we can move on to the personality side of things. The sixth question to ask yourself is, how would you describe yourself? And I want you to say anything that comes to mind. I don't care if they're not all adjectives, just any way you would describe yourself. The way I describe myself is to say that I am strong and loving. I'm highly intentional, hence the 30s guide is curate an intentional wardrobe. I'm a deep thinker, I'm very disciplined, and I'm ambitious. So how would you describe yourself, and what does that reveal about your values and beliefs and your personality? No personality traits are better or worse. They're all useful in the environment you're in, the relationships you have, the work that you do. But zeroing in on your strengths, I think, is so highly important to feeling confident in yourself. So how would you describe yourself? And the seventh question to ask is, how do your loved ones describe you? This can be really important as well in filling in the personality traits that you have, because other people see things in you that might be so normal, but to them it's such a strength. And asking your loved ones, hey, what do you like about me? What are the character traits that you value in me? That can be really helpful in revealing things about yourself that you don't even know that you have. So right before I made this video, I ran into the other room and asked my husband, how would you describe me? And he said, wild, generous, playful, a good cook, and organized. So you see, these are traits that I didn't say about myself, but I totally agree with. It just doesn't stand out as anything abnormal to me, but to him, it does. So it's good to get other people's feedback to help fill in the gaps of things that you don't see yourself. Your initial reaction to me telling you to ask your loved ones what they think about you, that might be like, oh, this is cringy or this is self-centered, but think about if one of your loved ones came to you and asked you that. Wouldn't you be excited to give a compliment and to affirm different character traits in them? So instead of thinking it's cringy and not doing it, really ask people around you, what do you see in me? How would you describe me? And you just might be pleasantly surprised by some of those answers. Question number 8 is, what do personality tests reveal about you? I don't know which one is your favorite personality test, but I have been so hard into the Enneagram for the last few years. I am an Enneagram 8, which is a challenger. Comment below and let me know if you know anything about the Enneagram, if you're into it. Finding out I'm an Enneagram 8 challenger revealed a lot to me about my personality and my motivations, and it even goes back to the parts of nature that I connect with. When I said that I resonate with lions and tigers, those are both challengers in the animal kingdom. And there's a reason for them being that way. So these personality tests can sometimes reveal things about you that maybe you didn't know before. Another personality trait is your ratio of extroversion to introversion. And if you are perfectly balanced between those, you are an ambivert. I am mostly extroverted, and that probably explains why I like the loud and bold colors of sunsets. But for you, are you introverted, extroverted? What ratio of those two are you? And you can draw on your experience with any personality test that you've ever used, but another one I really like is the 5 love languages. So my top love languages are quality time and physical touch. I am very huggy with people, and I like spending hours talking with my friends. And the way that affects my personal style is that I'm never so overly dressed up, like in 5-inch stilettos and a dress I can't breathe in, because I always want to be able to bear hug one of my friends if I see them. But what do personality tests reveal to you about your personal style? The 9th question is, how do you want people to feel when they're with you? When I'm with my family and friends, or even with you spending time online watching this video, whoever it is, I want people to feel seen and encouraged for whatever goals that they have, to feel empowered that they can achieve them. I want them to feel hopeful and excited about the future. And this contrasts with some of my other friends who are very comfortable to be around. They're sort of like mama bear kind of characters, and you just feel like you really just want to chill out with them. I'm more of like a challenger, driver, like let's get things done, let's plan this kind of a person. And this reflects in my personal style. One of my other go-to outfits is jeans and a blouse and a nice belt. And I can wear that to a business meeting just as easily as I wear it to lunch with friends. It's probably a holdover from my corporate work days, but what I appreciate about that experience is how it taught me to get things done. So how do you want other people to feel around you? Do you want them to feel comfortable or inspired, excited, ready to chill out? And how does your personal style reflect that? Maybe that's not a connection that you've put together before, but the way that you dress is not only a reflection of your personal style, but it's also a message that you're sending out into the world of how you want it to interact with you. So ask yourself, what do I want people to feel when they're around me? And is my personal style reflecting that? The last question is just a really fun question, and that is, what did you want to be when you were growing up? When I was growing up, I wanted to be a WNBA star because the women who were playing in the WNBA when I was growing up were such an inspiring combination of strength and grace. And those are still 2 words I would say describe my personality and reflect in my personal style. While my style is very feminine, I love bringing out the strength of femininity, not just the softness, but those contrasts between the strength and softness that are inherently in all women. Now, I've had way too long to think about this, so your answer doesn't need to be nearly as long, but just asking yourself, what did you want to be when you were a kid, and trying to find connection points to the things you're wearing now might reveal something to you that you've never really thought about before. This completes the 10 questions to ask yourself to discover your personal style. And before you leave, if you enjoyed this video and it was helpful for you, please hit that like button so the algorithm knows to send it out to other people. And subscribe to my channel because I have a new video coming every week to help you with your personal style in your 30s. I'll see you next week with a brand new video. Take care.